My name is Mia. I am 26 years old. I work in a large office in the city. My life used to feel steady, predictable, and safe. And for 3 years, I believed my boyfriend Kim was part of that safety. I trusted him. I believed he loved me. I thought we were happy. I didn't know everything would fall apart in one single evening. One Friday, after work, Kim sent me a short message. He asked me to meet him at a small park near my office. I smiled when I saw it. I thought he wanted to spend time with me. I walked to the park feeling light and warm, but the moment I saw him sitting on the bench, something inside me tightened. His face looked empty, sad, cold. He didn't smile. He didn't look like the man I loved. I sat beside him quietly, waiting. After a long silence, he said, "Mia, I need to tell you something." My heart started racing. My hands felt weak. Then came the words that shattered me. "I'm in love with someone else. Her name is Tina." It felt like the world froze. My breath turned shallow. My heart broke like thin glass. I whispered, "So, you're leaving me?" I wanted him to say no, but he said yes. He got up, didn't look at me again, and walked away. I watched him go, feeling small, numb, and painfully alone. I stayed on that bench for a long time, crying until I could barely breathe. When I finally walked home, the world felt heavy. At my studio, I cried again. Everything felt dark. Later, I called my 2 closest friends. They came quickly, hugged me, and told me I deserved better. They didn't want me drowning in sadness all night. They said I needed air, light, something to distract my heart. I didn't want to go anywhere, but I trusted them. I washed my face, changed into jeans and a simple blue top, and put on soft makeup. When I looked in the mirror, I hoped I looked stronger than I felt. We went to a lounge bar, warm lights, soft music, people laughing, dancing. For the first time that day, I felt a little lighter. While scanning the room, my eyes met a pair of warm brown ones. A tall man stood near the dance area, his gaze locked with mine. A spark I hadn't felt in months flickered inside me. He walked closer and smiled. I smiled back. "You look beautiful tonight," he said. We danced to slow music, his hand resting gently near my back. I felt safe for the first time in weeks. Then he kissed me, soft at first, then deep, warm, and full of emotion. Kim, Tina, the pain, everything faded. Without thinking, I whispered, "Do you want to come with me?" He said yes. We went to my studio. We kissed again and again. All night, he held me close. He made me forget my heartbreak for a few stolen hours. But in the morning, fear crashed back in. I didn't know his name. I didn't know anything about him. Shaking, I quietly dressed, left a note that said, "Thank you for the night. Please leave the key under the mat." Then I walked outside into the cool morning air, confused and scared. I didn't know this stranger would appear in my life again, very soon. The next day, I tried to focus on work. It was a big day. A very important client was coming to the office. Everyone was stressed, but my mind kept drifting back to last night, to the stranger with the gentle eyes. My boss called me into the meeting room. When I walked in, I froze, sitting at the table. Was him. The man from last night. The stranger I had kissed for hours. The man who slept beside me. Our eyes met. Shock in both our faces. "My name is Mark," he said calmly, offering his hand. He was pretending we didn't know each other. I did the same. The meeting felt endless. Every time I looked at him, my heart spun with memories. After the meeting, I rushed to the copy room to breathe. A moment later, the door opened. Mark stepped inside. "So this is where you work?" he said softly. I whispered, I didn't know who you were last night. My cheeks burned with embarrassment. He stepped closer. I couldn't stop thinking about you. My heartbeat went wild. Meet me tonight, he said. Let's figure out what this is. I nodded. That evening we met in a quiet bar. We talked for hours. He told me about his life and simple things, honest things. I told him about mine, including Kim, including the heartbreak. Mark listened gently without judgment. When he held my hand across the table, something inside me settled. Outside, he whispered, I want to see you again, not secretly. Something real. I felt happiness and fear at the same time. But I said yes. And so our secret relationship began. At work, we kept things professional. After work, we walked, talked, held hands, kissed under quiet city lights. His messages made my heart race every day. He made me feel alive again. But secrets don't stay secrets forever. One afternoon, as I left the office, I saw Kim waiting outside. His face was full of anger. Who is that man you're seeing? He snapped. You left me, Kim. This is not your business anymore, I said calmly. But he followed me into the office, right into the moment when Mark was standing with my boss. Kim looked at Mark, then at me, then at Mark again. Then he shouted loud enough for everyone to hear, So he is the man you're seeing. The whole office stared. Whispers grew everywhere. My boss looked confused. My heart nearly stopped. I felt embarrassed, panicked, exposed. Later, Mark found me shaking in a quiet corner. He took my hand and said gently, I don't care about the whispers. I don't care what people think. I want you. That's all that matters. His words steadied me. That evening, my company had a dinner event. People stared when I walked in. But then Mark came to me, put his arm around my waist, and stood proudly beside me. A hush filled the room. Kim was there too, his face dark with anger. But for the first time, he didn't scare me. He didn't matter. Later, in a quiet spot, Mark held my hands and said, Mia, will you be my girlfriend? No secrets, no fear, just us. Tears filled my eyes, happy tears. Yes, Mark, I whispered. I want that. I want you. Our story began with pain, with a broken heart, and a night full of confusion. But it grew into something real, something warm, something brave. As I stood with Mark, I knew my life had changed again. But this time, it changed for the better. I felt hope. I felt joy. And for the first time in a long time, I wasn't afraid.